Okay, welcome to the video. I want to go over today one of the best exercises to blast your glutes. I get asked all the time, what are some great exercises to strengthen my glutes, to build up my glutes? And this is one of them. I'm talking about the 45-degree back extension. I'm gonna have Dan walk over here with me. This is what the machine, I hate using the word machine because it's not what we'd call a typical machine, but I'm gonna use it. This is what the 45-degree back extension machine looks like. Most gyms have a version of this somewhere. Mine just happens to have this freestanding version. Now, I love this exercise because you can do it unweighted and feel it tremendously in your glutes. You can do it weighted and even feel it even a little bit more. But caution, I see people do this exercise incorrectly so often, and when they do it incorrectly, they are putting it all in their lower back, which is not what we want to do. This is called a back extension, and you are extending your back, but it's about building your glutes. Your back will strengthen just from extending, yes, but what I see people do is hyperextending, going way too far over. So what I want to do is show you the common mistakes I see with this exercise, and then how we can tweak those mistakes easily, easy tweaks to make this one of the most effective glute exercises you will ever do. So let's get going. Okay, so the first thing you want to make sure is that you have the pad adjusted at the right height, okay? So if you take a step in this machine, you want to make sure that your heels are planted firmly on the plates behind you. You're going to lean forward. Now, if Dan can come in and see where this front pad hits my hips, it's just below my hips. And that's where I would like to see it. It could come maybe a smidge higher, but just below your hips. And the reason for that is you have more range of motion, okay? If this pad were higher, I'm gonna put it up a little higher. Look what happens. It's way up. This is right now at my hip bone, and this is too high. I can't get down as far, and my back is gonna stay arched almost the whole time. So you wanna make sure you set it just below your hip bone. I think that's a great place to aim. So I'm gonna readjust. Now it's set for my height. And now what I wanna do is walk you through the most common mistakes I see people do when they do the back extension.
So the biggest mistake I see people make with this exercise is what you see me doing right here. And that is I am coming way too high up at the upper end of the motion, and I am hyperextending my back, which just means I'm arching my back at the top. And what that's going to do, it's going to put all of the tension and pressure in your low back, which is not what we want. We want our glutes to fire on this, not necessarily feel pain in our low back. When you see this from the side, you will get even a better angle as to what this looks like. Now, I am over-exaggerating this for the demonstration, but even coming up a little bit too high will be a little too much for the low back. So we're going to show you how to correct that. So to fix this, what I want you to do is tuck your chin and round your shoulders. And then I want you to press into the plate with your foot. And I want you to come up just enough so you squeeze your glutes at the top. It's a small range of motion. You're probably going to feel like you're not coming up far enough, but you are. When you keep your shoulders rounded and your chin tucked, you keep that back from arching, and that's what we're trying to do. As soon as you do that and you squeeze your glutes at the top, you are going to feel this in your glutes, not your back.
Okay, so an easy way to add some more challenge to this exercise is by adding some weight. So what you can do is grab a plate. So I have a 10-pound plate here, and I'm gonna hug it to my chest, just like this, and I'm gonna keep everything else the exact same. It's gonna look like this.
Hug the plate tight to your chest, keep those shoulders rounded, keep that chin tucked. You're gonna press your feet into the foot plate, and just come up high enough to squeeze the glutes.
Okay, so that's the 45-degree back extension. A couple things to keep in mind when you do this exercise: keep your chin tucked, keep your shoulders rounded, only come up a little bit, and when you're up at the top, you're gonna squeeze the crap out of your glutes. That's gonna keep this exercise in your glutes and out of your low back. So give this a try. I think you're really, really gonna like this. And you can add variations to this, like you can add a half rep, you can add constant tension, you could add a pause. There's a lot of ways to make this more challenging. You can even do this with one leg. Just put the other leg over top the back platform and do it with single leg. So there's a lot of ways to progress this exercise and feel it differently. So give this a shot. Let me know how you like it. Click subscribe. We're here all the time, bringing some different tutorials for you. And if you have anything you ever want us to do, just let us know in the comments. And thank you guys so much for being here. Have a great day.